Sri Gurubhyo Namah children, welcome to online project Ekalaiva. Already we are discussing about the basic concepts of organic chemistry and hydrocarbons. Together I have linked these two lessons so that the basic concepts what you are learning in first lesson, it will be a continuation for you in the second lesson, which is hydrocarbons. Some of the concepts we are going to interrelate from the first lesson to the second lesson. So today already we have started with the alkanes. I have completed the preparation properties, physical and chemical properties of alkanes in the last class. Today we are going to talk about alkene, which is also coming under, what is that, hydrocarbon, which is a unsaturated hydrocarbon where double bond will be there between the carbon atoms. Let us see children, I am going to start with the preparation first. So be ready with your notebook. One by one we are going to say different methods of preparing alkenes. The first method is dehydrohalogenation. Dehydrohalogenation. This is the first method of preparing alkenes. What is dehydrohalogenation? What is dehydro? Removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen and removal of hydrogen and halogen. Removal of hydrogen and halogen from the compound. Removal of hydrogen and halogen from the compound is known as dehydrohalogenation. Otherwise, this reaction can be called as beta elimination. Beta elimination. So, the first method of preparing alkyl halide is dehydrohalogenation. What is dehydro? Removal of hydrogen. Halogen is also removed. So, we are removing hydrogen atom and halogen atom from alkyl halides. That is the parent here. And this reaction can be otherwise called as beta elimination. What is beta elimination? Let me say. What is beta elimination? Removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen from a beta carbon. Removal of hydrogen atom from beta carbon. Removal of hydrogen atom from beta carbon. Removal of hydrogen atom from beta carbon is beta elimination reaction. Beta elimination reaction. So we are going to remove hydrogen from beta carbon. Let me see the alpha and beta carbon. Then only you will have a clear picture. This I have given explanation for dehydrohalogenation, which is otherwise called as beta elimination. What is dehydrohalogenation? Removal of hydrogen as well as halogen from the parent is known as dehydrohalogenation. This reaction can be otherwise called as beta elimination. Elimination. What is elimination? Removing. Removing or separating. Is it not? We can call it as eliminating. So here, what is eliminated? Hydrogen atom is eliminated. From where it is eliminated? From beta carbon. Let me see what is alpha carbon and beta carbon. Then only you will get the clarity. So the next one, I am going to write the compound here. CH3, CH2Br. So what is the name of this compound? Bromoethane. Bromoethane. So here, what is that? It is an alkyl halide. Alkyl halide. It is an alkyl halide. So there is a alkyl group. So there is a alkyl group here, and towards the other side a halogen is also there. So it is a halogen. So it belongs to alkyl halide. What is the name of this compound? Bromoethane. So what I am going to do? It is heated to 353 to 363 Kelvin. 353 to 363 Kelvin. What is the reagent I am going to use here? Alcoholic potassium hydroxide. What is the reagent I am going to use here? Alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide. That is the reagent used here for dehydrohalogenation. So, alcoholic KOH is added as a reagent here. And what is the temperature here? I have maintained the temperature 353 Kelvin to 363 Kelvin. Who is the reactant here? I have taken the reactant ethyl bromide, which is an alkyl halide, because there is an alkyl group and halogen attached. So it is coming under alkyl halide. The name of the compound is bromoethane. So at 353 to 363 Kelvin, I am taking the reagent. What is the reagent I have added here? Alcoholic potassium hydroxide. So what we are going to do? Already I told you. We are going to remove halogen from alpha carbon and hydrogen from beta carbon. So this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. So this carbon is alpha carbon. What is alpha carbon? Carbon closer to the functional group. Carbon which is closer to the functional group. Carbon which is closer to the functional group. What is the functional group here? Bromine. Is it not Br? Carbon which is closer to the functional group is called alpha carbon. What is the functional group here? Bromine. Is it not? So what is the functional group here? Bromine. So this bromine is very closer to the alpha carbon. So the carbon very near to the functional group, we can call it as alpha carbon. The adjacent carbon, the carbon very next to the alpha carbon, the adjacent carbon. So after alpha carbon there is another carbon, the adjacent to it, we can call it as beta carbon. So alpha and beta carbon I have classified. So we are going to remove halogen from alpha carbon. This halogen I am going to remove from alpha carbon. From beta carbon I am going to remove hydrogen. So what is the compound you are getting here? If halogen is removed from here and one hydrogen is removed from here, so what is happening here? But this hydrogen which is removed from there, it combines with OH. So hydrogen from CH3, it combines with OH forming water molecule. You will be getting water. So I have removed one hydrogen from beta carbon. Already I gave, what is that? I gave the explanation in the beginning. Elimination reaction, beta elimination. I am removing hydrogen from beta carbon. I told alpha and beta carbon. Alpha carbon, the carbon very near to the functional group. What is the functional group here? Bromine. The carbon very closer to the functional group is alpha carbon. The next carbon, the adjacent carbon to alpha carbon, we can call it as beta carbon. So from beta carbon, I am going to remove hydrogen. From alpha carbon, I am going to remove halogen. So this bromine is removed from alpha carbon. One hydrogen from beta carbon is removed. So this hydrogen from beta carbon combines with OH forming water. Okay. What about this halogen from alpha carbon? This bromine reacts with K forming KBr. So one bromine reacts with K forming KBr. What is the remaining product? After the removal of hydrogen, it becomes CH2. CH2. As hydrogen is removed, a double bond is formed. CH2 double bond CH2. So what is the main product we are getting here? The product what we are getting here is ethene. What is the product we are getting? Ethene. It is an alkene. It is not. It belongs to alkene family. So, what is the main product I am getting here? After the removal of hydrogen from beta carbon and halogen from alpha carbon, I got the main product as alkene. Here, my alkene is ethene with 2 carbon. And what are the byproducts? The hydrogen that is removed from beta carbon, it combined with OH of potassium hydroxide to form water. Whereas halogen, which is attached to the alpha carbon, it combined with bromine to give, what is that? It combines with potassium or potassium hydroxide to give potassium bromide. So the main compound is, what is that? Alkene with the liberation of potassium bromide and water. So this is dehydrohalogenation or beta elimination. So the first step. The second reaction, there is a rule based on this. There is a rule based on this Seydev rule. Whenever alkyl halides undergo dehydrohalogenation, whenever alkyl halides undergo dehydrohalogenation with alcoholic KOH, whenever alkyl halides undergo dehydrohalogenation with alcoholic KOH, with alcoholic KOH, the preferred alkene is 1. The preferred alkene is 1. The preferred alkene is 1. The preferred alkene is the one which is more alkylated. The preferred alkene is one which is more alkylated. The preferred alkene is one which is more alkylated, that is alkene with more number of alkyl groups. An alkene with more number of alkyl groups. It is the preferred alkene. Alkene with more number of alkyl groups. So this is Seydev rule. So what is Seydev rule? Whenever alkyl halides undergo dehydrohalogenation with alcoholic KOH, what is the preferred product? We will be getting two different alkenes. There will be two different alkenes formed. So what is the preferable product? The preferred product is, the preferred alkene is the one which is more alkylated. So we are going to get two different alkenes here. The major product will be the alkene which has more number of alkyl groups attached. So when alkene has more number of alkyl groups, that is when more number of alkyl groups are attached to the doubly bonded carbon. So that is the major product. So the preferred product is the alkene which is more alkylated. That means the alkene which has more number of alkyl groups is considered as the major product, and the other alkene which has less number of alkyl group is considered as the minor product. So according to Sazov rule, whenever alkyl halides undergo dehydrohalogenation with alcoholic KOH, there are two products, there are two different alkenes you will be getting as in the mixture. So what is the preferred product? Which is the major product? The alkene which is more alkylated. That means what? The alkene which has more number of alkyl groups is the major product, and the other alkene which has less number of alkyl group attached, we can call it as a minor product. So only when you see the reaction you will come to know. CH3 CH3 CHBr CH3. So what is the name of this compound? So this is first carbon, this is second carbon, this is third carbon, this is fourth carbon. So what is the name of this compound? 2-bromo 3-methyl 2-bromo 3-methyl. Who is the parent here? There are 4 carbon, parent is butane. 2-bromo 3-methyl butane. So it undergoes dehydrohalogenation. What is the reagent? Alcoholic KOH. What is the temperature? 350 T3 to 363 Kelvin. And what is the condition? I am going to remove, what is that? Halogen atom from alpha carbon. So this is alpha. This carbon is closer to the halogen functional group. This is alpha. There are 2 beta carbon. This is one beta carbon, this again another beta carbon. And what is that? Elimination of hydrogen from beta carbon. Either I can remove hydrogen from this beta carbon, or hydrogen can be removed from what is that? Other side, there is another beta carbon. There are 2 possibilities. There are 2 beta carbon here. Is it not? So I will be getting 2 different possibilities here, 2 different alkenes I will be getting, as there are 2 beta carbons available here. So we are going to see the product now. First step, I am going to remove hydrogen from here. I am going to remove hydrogen from this beta carbon. So what you will be getting? CH3 single bond CH, CH3, okay. CH, this halogen is also removed from here. So what is happening here? As I am removing one hydrogen from here, there is a double bond formation. You will be getting a double bond here, and hydrogen is removed there. So instead of CH3 it becomes CH2. So this is one alkene. So what is the name of this compound? What is that? This is the minor product. This is the minor product. So how will you name the alkene? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So what is the name of this compound? 3-methyl 3-methyl 1-butene 3-methyl 1-butene. So this is the minor product. Why is this a minor product? See the doubly bonded carbon. See the doubly bonded carbon. Here less number of alkyl groups. You see the doubly bonded carbon. Less number of alkyl groups are attached to the doubly bonded carbon. So it is the minor product. And one more possibility we are going to see. CH3 CH3 CHBr again CH3. So this is alpha, this is beta, this is also beta, is it not? So what is the reagent? Alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH. What is the temperature? 353 to 363 Kelvin. So here what is the other possibility? I am going to remove hydrogen from this carbon. Beta elimination. This is also beta elimination. There are two possibilities. In the previous case, I have removed hydrogen from this beta carbon. I got the, what is that, minor product, alkene as a minor product there, where less number of alkyl groups are present to the doubly bonded carbon. So here I am going to remove, one more possibility is there, one more beta carbon is there. If I am going to remove hydrogen from here, what is the preferred product, tell me? CH3, single bond C, CH3. As I have removed hydrogen from there, there will be a double bond formation. Okay. This bromine is also removed from here. What you will be getting? CH3. Is it not? So, what is that you will be getting? The byproducts are water and KBr. The byproducts are water and KBr. So, what is the product I got here? One more time I will write here. CH3, single bond C, CH3, double bond CH, CH3. So, what is this? Is the preferred alkene. This is the major product. This is the major product. You see the doubly bonded carbon. You see the doubly bonded carbon. Both the sides I have alkyl groups. Greater number of alkyl groups are attached here. So what is the preference in Sazov rule? Two possibilities will be there. The major product is the one, the alkene, which has more number of alkyl groups. So there, this alkene has got more number of alkyl groups. So it is the major product. What is the name of this compound? When you name it, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is that you will be getting? Two methyl, 2-methyl, 2-butene. 2-methyl, 2-butene. So this is the major product. So major product is the one which has more number of alkyl groups, attached to the doubly bonded carbon. Attached to the doubly bonded carbon. So this is the first method of preparing alkene dehydrohalogenation. Based on that I told you Sazov rule. The second one, from vicinal dihalides. From vicinal dihalides. From vicinal dihalide. What is vicinal dihalide? When halogen atoms are added, when halogen atoms are attached, on adjacent carbon, when halogen atoms are attached on adjacent carbon, when halogen atoms are attached on adjacent carbon, we can call we can call it as a vicinal dihalide. We can call it as a vicinal dihalide. So when halogen atoms are attached to the adjacent carbon, so we can call it as vicinal dihalide. So here I am going to talk about an important compound, CH2Br, CH2Br. So see here, this see the bromine, see the bromine. These bromines are attached to the adjacent carbon. This is 1, this is 2. So the bromine atoms are added to the adjacent carbon. One bromine is added to this carbon, one bromine is added to another carbon which is adjacent to this carbon. So we can call this as vicinal dihalide. Vicinal dihalide. What is the name of this compound? What is the IUPAC name of this compound? As both the carbon as halogen, when you number the carbon and write the IUPAC 1,2 dibromoethane. 1,2 dibromoethane. So when it is treated with zinc, so what is happening here? Zinc combines with bromine. So zinc combines with bromine, you will be getting zinc bromide. So what is the product we are getting here? Zinc bromide as the product. And what is the main compound, main product we are getting here? Alkene. CH2 double bond CH2. What is the name of this compound? Ethene. And the byproduct is zinc bromide. So here the other method of preparing alkene, what is that? From vicinal dihalides. What is the dihalide? A compound that has 2 halogen. We can call it as dihalide. What is vicinal dihalide? When halogen atoms are attached to adjacent carbon, the carbon very closer to each other. So halogen atoms are attached to the adjacent carbons. We can call such a compound as vicinal dihalide. Here I gave one example, 1,2 dibromoethane. Here one halogen attached to the carbon, one more halogen attached to the adjacent carbon. It is a vicinal dihalide. The very familiar example I have written here is 1,2 dibromoethane when it is heated with zinc. So what is happening? Zinc reacts with bromine to give zinc bromide as the byproduct. What is the main product we are getting here? Ethene. CH2 double bond CH2. So this is second method. The third method, acidic dehydration of alcohol. Acidic dehydration of alcohol. Acidic dehydration of alcohol. What is dehydration? Removal of water. What is dehydration? Dehydration is removal of water. Loss of water or removal of water. Removal of water. What is acidic dehydration? Using acid and removing water. Using acid and removing water is called, from alcohol is called acidic dehydration. Is called acidic dehydration. So what we are doing? From alcohol, by using acid, I am removing water molecule so that I will be getting the product as alkene. So dehydration is removal of water. Using acid and removing water from alcohol is known as acidic dehydration. The very familiar example is ethanol. CH3, CH2OH. So what is the name of this compound? Ethanol, which is an alcohol. When it is heated with sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid, and at 443 Kelvin. So this concentrated sulfuric acid is dehydrating agent. It acts as a dehydrating agent. It acts as a dehydrating agent. What is a dehydrating agent? Removes water molecule. Removes water molecule. Removes water molecule. So, what is that? We are going to eliminate water molecule. OH is removed from here and one hydrogen is removed from here. So, this hydrogen and OH combines to give water. So, you will be getting water molecule as a byproduct. What is the main product you are going to get? CH2 double bond CH2, which is nothing but ethene. So, the next method is acidic dehydration of alcohol. What is dehydration? Loss of water molecule, removal of water molecule or eliminating the water molecule. Acidic dehydration using acid. From where? From alcohol. What is the compound I have written here? Ethanol. So, on heating with sulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin, water molecule is removed. I got the product as alkene. Here, ethene is the product. So, these are the three methods I have discussed today about the preparation of alkene. I want everybody to go through this minimum thrice or four times. You please write and say so that you can have it in your memory. Tomorrow I will be starting with the remaining methods of preparation of alkenes. So thank you children.